Hey folks, welcome back to the Portable Gamer. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 19, and welcome to Ellerbach. This is, I know it was a 17 map. It may have been a 15 map, but it was definitely a 17 map, and it is now, well, it's been out for a while for 19. I believe I've seen it before. This is V1.1, and it is seasons ready now. I thought I'd take a look around. I know, right? We've got 2 seasons maps going now, and it's more than I can handle. So let's dip a toe in a third. Hey, why not? And I will need some feedback from you. You know, something that I've made a conscious choice never to do. I'm never going to ask you for likes. I'm never going to ask you to subscribe. And I'm never going to ask you to share. It's 2019, almost 2020. You know how to do that stuff on your own. But what I will ask you to do is give me some feedback on whether or not you want to trade out Gazelsberg for this map. We're about 40 episodes deep in Gazelsberg. And this would be a replacement German map. Or do you want to swap out Greenwich for it? Or do you just want to wait until one of those maps reaches kind of its own, you know, at the end of its life cycle, and then we'll hop on this Ellerbach map. So I got a comment from somebody a while back saying, you got a lot of blue on your farms. You don't have enough green and yellow. You need some of that John Deere. You got it. There you go. And of course, it's black. It's not green and yellow, but it is John Deere. So I got a 6 series. Where to begin? I guess with the map. Let's take a look here. So this is, I want to say I played this map in 17. It's a very German map, a lot of very small fields. Well, I can't say very small. Small, maybe not. You know, very small is the best way to describe them. And we own right now, the easiest way I've found to look is right there. We own field 132 and 128. We don't own any farmyards, courts, as you would say in Europe. We don't own any of those. And I did sell everything. I bought this 6, and that's all we've got right now. So I guess the first thing to do would be let's take a prowl around the map, and let's see what we can see. So we'll go clockwise, just because I'm in the habit of doing things that way. And yeah, let's see what we see. So we'll hop in our 6R. Now I did get another comment from somebody that, did we start? There we go. Not sure why that didn't start. I did get a comment from somebody in a Gazelsberg video. I mentioned that Courseplay, which I just updated recently from the GitHub with a beta version, development version. Courseplay seems to not be taking money out of my bank account to pay workers. And they said, yeah, it's now sets to 0 for default. And I noticed when I started it up, it used to say the first time you started a map, it would say, do you want to pay your workers, whatever, $1,200, 1,200 euro per hour or something, some crazy fee, 1,200 euro per day. And it doesn't say that anymore, so I believe I will have to set that manually. So that is what's going on, if you were wondering. That's what's going on. And you really are a great audience. You really are. It's, you know, I don't want to get too sappy, too sentimental. But I will tell you that it's really weird. I'm a very private person. I'm very shy. So, of course, I started a YouTube channel, you know, as you do. But I am a very private person, and it's been a really unique experience for me to make something and put it out there for people to look at, and either, you know, it's either going to resonate with you or it's not. And it's really cool that it seems like some things that I'm doing are getting to the people that I want them to get to. And we're, you know, we're trading ideas back and forth, and we're talking about Farm Sim, and I really do appreciate you taking time out of your day to come and check out a video that I made. That's an amazing feeling, so thank you for that. And thank you for the tips and the feedback, and even things like that. You know, Courseplay it's got something going on in the development version. Honestly, with all the Sims that I have going, plus other games that I'm playing, I game too much, by the way. I know I do. I make sure to balance it out. You know, the whole work, family, life, you know, go to the gym. I spread it all out. But one of the things that I spread it out to is gaming. Do we want to make a left here? Moment, please. Let's take a look at the map. Yep, we sure do. Okay. One of the things that in that balance, one of the things that's in there is gaming, probably in a little bit more of a proportion than it ought to be. And even so, I don't have time to keep track of all the stuff that's going on in any one sim. And so when somebody points something like that out, you know, a note, a development note, a patch note from Courseplay that is a new feature or something that they're experimenting with. It's a really cool way to interact with your audience. I appreciate that. And you're always welcome on Discord. Everybody, anybody, you're always welcome on Discord. And that's not me like trying to pump up the Discord or anything. I don't mean it like that. If you're not into Discord, you do you. But just know that you're always welcome on Discord as well. All right. That is a very 90-degree turn. I've said this before. You may have heard me say this before. I feel like German maps sometimes have almost a model railroad look to them. And what I mean by that is they can sometimes seem a little bit stylized. I mean, they're cool. I like German maps. That's why I play them. But they can sometimes seem to be a little, I don't want to say not realistic. Stylized is the best way that I can say it. Idealized, maybe that's a better way to say it. They seem almost like a model railroad, like kind of a fairy tale look, which is not a bad thing, but I tend to think of it as a specifically and sort of characteristically German quality for maps. And this has that feeling. When I was a kid, my dad was very much into model railroading. And periodically, he and I would get in the car on a Saturday morning and drive like 2 states over, drive all morning, drive for 4 or 5 hours, and go to some like warehouse by the railroad tracks, and inside it would be a massive private model railroad that he had via his network that he had. Moment, please. Are we there? Just about. This is the first place I want to go on our I guess we missed that one. Damn it. Okay. I thought this was the first one we were going to get to. You want to go back? Yeah, let's go back. Let's do it right. What the hell was I talking about? Oh yeah, he would like arrange a visit to a private model railroad. And I guess there were 2 styles that I remember from when I was a kid. One was the American style, which is very dirty, for lack of a better word, very cluttered, used, and very realistic looking. And then the other is the German style model railroad, which is very clean, a lot of 90-degree turns. I'm not on Greenwich. Let's just pretend that didn't happen. Let's just ignore that. Yeah, a lot of 90-degree turns, you can see the way this road goes into the field. It's just a very sudden transition. It's not bad. I want to stress that I'm like not in any way saying that this is a bad look. It's just a very different look than to have the road sort of, go to gravel and then dirt and then the grass verge and then the field. More of a kind of a natural transition. So I do tend to think of it as characteristically German, specifically German, not just European, but specifically a German look for maps. Very clean. And I don't mind it. I have to say, if the 2 maps that I play, one is German and the other is UK style, I think they complement one another perfectly. And they both certainly have plenty of things to like about each. So I want to check this out first. Now, I looked earlier when I was kind of prowling around, and we don't own any animals. Ooh. Anybody behind us? Nope. Perfect. Because I want to pull right in here. We don't own any animals. But I didn't see any placeable areas. And what that tells me is we have to buy pens, but I don't know if they're already placed or not. So I want to explore this a little bit. Right. I'm going to set the brake. Turn her off. Let's hop out here. So what I'm looking for is signs of animals. All right. Possibly. It's a big map. It seems like a good map does. It seems kind of small and tight, but it just goes on and on and on. I like that. What did I just see there? That's a trough. I think this is something. And is this a bunker? Would poo form here? What's down here? This looks like parking and a farmhouse. Okay. So this is going to be, that looks like chickens right there. You see what I'm getting at, though? If we go back to the map here, right? I'm curious, if we buy this, what do we get? Okay. I mean, it's not going to be sheep because sheep don't make any waste. And I do see, that looks like a poo bunker right there. And that looks like a slurry spigot right there. So I'm guessing this is cows? Yeah, because we've got a pasture here. Now, is that connected? Not really. There's another one over here. Sorry, I got to run a little bit. Over here, I won't spend a ton of time on this. But yeah. Okay. So this is a definite maybe. Yeah, this is all cow stuff, is it not? Yeah, I believe it is. Okay. So what that would mean then is if we buy this yard, we would own a cow pasture? Maybe. All right. We shall see. I have to say, having done animals on our first save game of Gazelsberg, and then our second save game of Gazelsberg, and also we now have a dairy on Greenwich. Maybe we just do an arable map, right? Could be kind of a different take if we even do this map. And I really do need your feedback on whether you'd like to see a new map or one of the others. I'm okay with either. I don't mind taking Gazelsberg further forward, but I wouldn't mind hopping on something new as well. The silage operation that we have up north, I feel like it just dominates that entire map. It is as though all we do really is mow grass and put it in the bunker and then take it out of the bunker. And that's, I mean, it gets a little tedious for me, but mostly I'm worried about you. I don't want to be spamming you with, with videos that we're just constantly just mowing grass. So we shall see. This is, I will say that this map has enough trees and enough hills that it never really feels flat and boring. I'm really pleased with what I'm seeing so far. And I will go ahead and say that I have not played this map before. I may have looked at it. I may have fired it up, but I didn't actually play it. Where's our turn? Here? Here. Okay. Man, I have this pack. I have a 6R and a 7R in this pack. I really like both of them. Oh, yeah. Okay. I really like both of them. And I was on the fence about whether to get a 6R or a 7R. I went with the 6, and even that's feeling a little too big. Right. So, sheds here. Beautiful. All right. Okay, there's workshop right there. Fantastic. Power washer, if you need it. There is a slurry spigot. So, okay, definitely pigs, because I see a sty here. However, this building and these, I don't know what these are over here. Are these heaters? Are those heat lamps? Are those just regular lights? I'm not sure what those are, but those are the same features that we saw over on the other side. In fact, I think this is the same building that was over on the other side. So does that mean that where we just came from, that is pigs? Or it is not? All right. I really don't like pigs. I don't know if you know that. I don't like farming pigs. It's got nothing to do with pigs themselves. Pigs are kind of cute. And they're certainly yummy. I just can't make money with them. Right, now we do own these two fields down by this farm where we are, which is 152,000 euro, and we have 621,000 euro. You want to keep making our way around? Yeah, let's do that. We're 15 minutes in. Let's run across the street right over to here. Yeah, let's do that, and let's see what's over there. And that's going to be this way. Yeah, opposite where we came in. Okay. Let's see what that's all about. I don't necessarily need animals at all. But if we do buy an area with animals, let's at least make them animals that we can farm later, that we can raise later, rather than pigs, you know? Just not going to be into that. Ah, okay. So this is, I'm seeing some milch. So this is a dairy. Yeah, could be, could be. And this building is a lot bigger than the other. Yeah, okay. So that other building, the one we saw on the first farm and the one we saw across the street, yeah, this is definitely a dairy. Okay, so that was pigs. This is cows. We at least know what the buildings look like. Oh, really? But what, but what if I want to go outside? What if I want to, you know? How about over here? Nope. Okay. Ah. Well, all right, but then how do I close it? All right, so that's that one. Do I just stand back a little bit? Nope. How about off to the side? Very close? Further away? Sir? All right, that's it. Seems to be in the center is the bottom. And off to the side is the top. Maybe. Maybe. Let's try it down here. There we go. Okay, so that's the bottom. And then net up and down. What? Oh, Germany. I love you. I really do. Oh, you and your doodads and your gizmos and your scripts. I love it. That's fantastic. Okay. You know, if I buy this ventilation on and off, do we have fans in here? They're going to move? Yeah, there's a fan right there. Let's see what we got. Oh, beautiful. All right, this map is growing on me. You can tell already, can't you? All right, that's the net. All right, no, we can't leave. All right, we're trapped in here. What if we hop over here? All right, here's how we get out. Beautiful. Okay, so we've got 2 pig so far. We've got 2 pig and 1 dairy, but at least we're getting the feeling for how things operate. Now we can sell the other 2 fields that are over here where we park the tractor. Right, there's 2 fields, no yard, but we're not bound to those fields. We can sell those and just as easily buy fields and a yard somewhere else on the map. Yeah, we can do that. Okay. So we'll continue, what do we say, clockwise. So we'll hop in here. Let's take a look at the map. And we want to go now. So we'll pull down the driveway. We'll go left, and then we'll take the first right at field 116, and then the next right. Okay, easy enough. Brake is off. Let's back it up. Oh, we haven't even bought this property yet, and we're driving through the grass. My goodness. Portable gamer, what are we going to do with you? I did, out of, no, I wouldn't say concern, but just because I had updated Courseplay and Vehicle Control add-on, I would say less than a week ago, and both of them seem, well, they're beta. You know, it's from GitHub, and both of them are upfront about the fact that they're beta. They're not done yet. And so I never want to say like, oh, you know, this beta's all messed up or anything, but it's a work in progress. And some of the things that you put out in a beta don't work, and that's the whole point of a beta program. So I thought, well, maybe Courseplay and Vehicle Control are, you know, those 2 are maybe they've been since replaced by things that work a little better. And Vehicle Control add-on, I have to say, is working better, but it has become very, very realistic, particularly the brake force. Like when you hit the brakes, you slow down as you would in a tractor. And I'm guessing a tractor like this would weigh probably, what, 4 or 5 tons? 5 or 6 tons? We could look that up. Gross vehicle weight for a 6R. But it's certainly not going to stop like a Honda Accord. And with Vehicle Control add-on, it does not accelerate or stop like a base game tractor. So it's really taking me some time to get used to this latest Vehicle Control beta. And wow, these little lanes are narrow. Yeah, this is going to be a small equipment map, and that's fine. I've really come around to that. This tractor is 175 horsepower, and I've really it's taken some, you know what I'm saying, a little conversion therapy from some folks in Discord, but they've definitely like cued me into how much fun it is to farm with less than 200 horsepower and less than 4 meter equipment, or 4 meters and less. All right, now where are we? We are here. I'm gonna check the map again. This looks like, yep, that's BGA right there. So let's set the brake and take a look at the map. So if we zoom out, what's this say down here? This is Hofstreber. Okay. And this is the BGA. Yep. Now if we buy this, what do we get? That's everything but the BGA. And that's the BGA proper. Oh, oh God, 400,000 euro. Ouch. It looks like all the farms are 153,000 euro. That's not for sale. That's not for sale. That's a neighborhood. That is, could be a store or sell point. Let's take a look around where we are. So we'll pull into this lot to the, well, we're almost going to pull into one of the clamps. Oh, okay. This is one of these, I don't want to call it an overhead drop-off. You know what I mean. It's when you unload your chaff, you do it sort of from above. All right, so let's hop down here. These bunkers are kind of petite, I have to say. Looks like about the same size as we have on Gazelsberg. So well, this one's double wide. So this I would estimate is about 300,000, 350. So two of those, and then say this one is 5. So 5, 350, 350 is 1.2 million. Okay. That works. What is this? Yet another kind of building. No, this is the same one we saw. Okay, so this is cows again. Right? And I imagine, yep, there's a little poo bunker right there. Now, I imagine, okay, we don't have an animal dialogue, but I'm guessing that this is where the animal dialogue would be. We just don't have it because we don't own this property yet. Fair enough. Now, where would our cows, where would they hang out? Where would they play? This is a very small area for some cows. Maybe like 2 cows, but I wouldn't feel comfortable with more than that. Although something I have seen on some German maps, I believe it's on, oh man, did I forget the name of it already? Oh my goodness. The Holzer map. Yeah, that's it. Man, what is happening to my brain? On Holzer map, the dialogue, the animal dialogue at the barn that's one place, and then the animals actually spawn in like 3 fields away. So that's an option as well, that we would have another field somewhere around here where the animals may actually kind of linger, you know? But we'll see. We hop up out of there. It looks like, yeah, what do we have over here? Sell points? Maybe. Chickens over here. Yeah, my German is not so good. But it looks like something happens right there. And then I guess we've got a sell point over here. Right about here somewhere. We may also have a silo. What's that? Interesting. Buy yourself some candy. Something's going on over here, yeah. We're getting closer to the arrow. Yeah, this is either a purchase point or a sell point. Or possibly we're on the wrong side of it. What about over here? Yeah. Yep. Looks like we can sell some things here. Maybe? Maybe? I mean, we're right on the marker. What about in here? What about in here, I said. Now, we don't own this place. Do we need to own it to be able to open the door? Unknown. Unknown. This looks like a sell point, I have to say. Okay. In time, we will find all this stuff. And, you know, that's something else that I do enjoy about a new map is learning it, you know, getting to know it, finding all the stuff. I really enjoy that. So, as I said, I'm content to stay with Gaithersburg or Greenwich, but I'm also I'd also be happy to move on to another map. Over here, good over here, right, and we will continue on. So we go now. Let's look at the big map. We go now. We're gonna take a right. And we'll take a hard left, and then we'll go over to these two farms over here, and then I believe that's it, and we can make our way back up to, well, we don't have to go back to the store. Let's just go over here, right, hard left, and then look for the farms just past the fuel stop. Okay, easy enough. So we'll back it up. I have to say I really prefer this vehicle control add-on. It feels a lot, it's not as, I don't want to say frustrating. It's, you can feel the modder continuing to improve it, and I can sort of feel the direction they're moving in. Maybe, but I like the way it makes the vehicles handle, even though they are trickier to drive. That makes sense? They just feel, it's as though you can feel the weight of them. And I feel like there are other, well, without vehicle control add-on, with just base game, I feel like the tractors have no weight. And I know they did in the first patch, wasn't it? The 1.1 patch? I feel like they tried to address that. They did a mass adjustment to make acceleration with a loaded trailer a little bit more realistic. But this really turns the volume up on that and really gives it a nice feel. Right, so that, okay, we're looking for the next left, I believe. Oh, carefully. Yeah, there's another 90-degree turn. And a turn like that, I mean, maybe you would see that in Germany for reals, but to me, it's always got kind of a kind of an unrealistic feel to it. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just I've not seen too many roads that make a turn, you know, perfect 90 degrees with a radius that tight. But that's one of the, ooh, narrow, yeah. I think this 6R may be the biggest tractor we own on this map. Look at that. And getting 4-meter equipment out of here would be interesting. Okay, so I am seeing, oh, this is nice with the little ramp up the side. That's really cool. Oh, look at that. So you can dump in from above. That is very cool. I like it. And then you can also come in from the side. Oh, fantastic. Well, okay, go all the way around. Beautiful. Yeah, if I'm gushing about this map, you'll have to excuse me, but we've been on Gaithersburg a while. This is, you know what I'm saying? This is feeling like a side piece at the moment. Right, and that is, I can see the mesh windows already, so I believe this is, yeah. Well, if there's pits, that would make sense because you'd be making silage for your cows. So, okay. I think we need to necessarily go inside there. But, yep. Okay, cool. So this is, where are we now? This is dairy, or cows at least. I guess you could use it for beef as well. And then we'll run right through here and sort of right across the way, right here. Yeah. Let's see what we got over here. Looks like more cows. Yep. Yeah, same building. Okay, so we'll hop over here. And same. Open up for me. Yep, same. Okay, good to know. So that's all the farms, is it not? It is. All except this one. We passed right by that one. Do you want to head up there? How are we doing on time? 29 minutes. I bet we can be up there in 5 minutes. You want to do it? Yeah, let's do it. So we'll hop back in here. Forgot where I parked. I know it was over this fence. And I want to say sort of right over that way. Somewhere right over there. Maybe. How about Yep. Right there. Oh, what's that I just saw? Is that a... Yep. Workshop on this farm as well. Okay. And that's not... I mean, that building, to place a workshop, I believe, is 25,000. If you use the one from base game, there are some others that are like €1. But not having to place a workshop is... Well, it's safer for one thing with placeables. There's no possibility of damaging your map. Which way do we want to go here? We want to go right, and we want to go all the way up past that other gas station. Okay. Easy enough. Break us off. Here we go. Try not to drive through the grass. Oh, just a little bit. And we're just going to go straight through this forest. Yeah, that's the other thing that I noticed is on Gazelsberg, we had big patches of forest sort of within the interior of the map. And on this one, it seems like the interior is very dense with fields. Really no forests. And then, I'll bring it up, and then forest like all around the outside. But you see those roads? It looks like a lot of trees. A lot of trees that you could harvest if you wanted to. I don't know what it would cost to buy that land. I suppose we can check when we get up to this other farm. We'll take a look. And hopefully, well, I don't know that I necessarily want to do any more logging. But I've seen, maps where to buy everything that's not a field or a farm is like 184 million euro. That sort of arrangement. Yeah. Don't necessarily want to get into that. Yeah, this is nice. I mean, it's very different. It's very different than Greenwich, definitely. And in its own way, it's also different from Gazelsberg, although it does have what I would describe as that German feel to it. But I would not mind playing this map at all. Yeah. And when I read through the patch notes, or the change log, I guess, for this 1.1 that we're in right now, there are a ton of things, other than just making it seasons compatible, there are a ton of other things that were added. And I noticed that more and more map makers carefully, I noticed that more and more map makers are adding things like snow on the roof in the winter, frozen ponds and pools in the winter. It says that this has ice, and it's in the patch notes on the Giants Mod Hub, but the impression that I got was when things are frozen, it's very slippery. And I think, hell yeah, man. Love it. Love it. So we'll go right through here. All right. Yeah, 6R this is going to be the biggest tractor that we own. So we're really going to need to be careful with how we farm on this map. Although, you know how big the fields are in Gazelsberg. Right? Tight map, big fields. And I feel like we will at some point be at 400 horsepower. But on this map, I don't think that will happen. These fields are all relatively small, and it's not a goal of mine to ever own every field on a map, particularly when you've got 150 relatively small fields. I have no interest in owning 150 fields, even on a multiplayer map. I don't think that's not me. So if we're only going to own at most 12 or 15 or 18 fields, then small equipment, that's where it's at, man. Now, some of these fields are a little bit more rectangular, a little more regular. Let's pull right up here. Set the brake, and this is Hofburg. Okay. Let's hop out. There you go. Little breakfast set. And this is, if we go in here, what do we got over here? Is this just a yard? No, it looks like there's something over here. Ah. What's in here? Nothing. Nothing in there. You can't go in there. How about over here? I'm wondering, is this... No. Parking and a workshop. Where are sheep on this map? Got to be somewhere. That door does not open. Lights inside of everything. I don't know if you're catching that, but yeah, lights everywhere. Yeah, I'm seeing the grass here. I'm thinking maybe sheep, but maybe not. Maybe this is the farm that we want. What were the two things we wanted to check on? We wanted to check on what's it cost to buy all of this. Well, you can't. So it could be that these trees out here are just decorative. That forest you can buy. That forest. Okay, so perhaps this is just decorative and off the map out here. Okay, I take that back then. I saw these roads and I thought this was all logging. Strike that, not logging. How much is this farm here? This farm right here, 121. So let's do this. Let's sell this. And let's sell this. And that puts us on about 700,000? 732,000. So let's do this. We'll call it there. That's 36 minutes. We'll call it there. And if you want to farm this map, let me know. Next episode, we'll get started. We'll buy some land and we'll start. Let's go arable. Let's not bring any animals into it, at least not for the time being. So if you think that's a good idea, let me know. And I don't know. We'll figure something out. I don't want to do 3 seasons maps at once, but we'll figure something out with the 2 that we have. That's not a very good screenshot. Is it? Let's pull this up a little bit. Let's climb up on this fence and pull this up a little bit. So we go right up here. That's going to be not in the sun. How about back here? Right about there. And I may take another one off camera. Oh dear. I've just driven across some poor neighbor's field. Oh, this is why I don't get invited to parties in the village. Right. This is not working. Right there. That's what I'm after. So we'll set the brake. We'll hop out. We'll turn all this off. And we'll come over this way. There you have it. That's terrible. That's not going to be a screenshot, but it is where we end the episode, folks. Thanks for stopping back to check out the Portable Gamer. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Farming Simulator 19. This is Ellerbach. We'll see you next time. Take care now.